They'll be calling you a radical. Hi, I'm Robin Hood, running for President of the United States. I'm going to dive into the Supreme Court Justice nominee. I'm going to dive into the corruption of America. We're going to steal from the rich that stole from us and give back to the poor, just the ones that stole illegally. By the way, the death of Scalia is a major, major event, but the one part of the story no one's talking about is where he died. Unethical? No, illegal. The corruption of the United States Supreme Court Justice hobnobbing with American big business. Right in your face. So, this is a big, big story. And I'm going to get into this as far as Robin Hood. As Robin Hood has broke from these rats, and she has put out, Aaron Swartz on BALCO, that Kazakhstan girl where the deer and the antelope play. Bill Walmart corrupt Clinton where they want to store all the nuclear waste. Hare Krishna, she's put it out. The United States, New York courts have said you have to close that website. She has put every PhD and research paper online. Robin Hood of the internet. She said, fuck you. I'm in Russia. As Snowden, I was at the Snowden event, he says, we're ahead of them, and I'll tell you how we're ahead of them because that's what the TPP is all about. Why? So they can globalize these laws, because as Snowden said, we're ahead of them. We're ahead of them. You can do a YouTube video, you can do anything simultaneously. It's in Kazakhstan, it's in China, it's everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And your laws here, you can play as she's released them. I'm going to talk about Robin Hood as we're going to steal from the Wall Street bankers who stole from us and give it back. They got $40,000 for every man, woman, and child in this corrupt Obama administration. Now, hear me out. This is a big, big deal. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Look, the Supreme Court nominee, now Scalia was nominated in Reagan's last term, okay, in '88. So, we all know who it should be, who flew through the Senate confirmation 97-0. 97-0, which I think was the same score when Scalia got through. So, 97-0. He's Hindu, Hare Krishna. He put his hand on, hello, Fukushima. Let me tell you something. So here's the dichotomy. Indian Point, Indian Point, Indian Point. When I was out at Indian Point 2 weeks ago and they just all over us, and me and Little Bear and the baby wolf, I told Little Bear, let's get the fuck out of here. There's a meltdown going in New York City, and I want to say this, I always put up that Valentine that says fuck you on it, because the walls, look, they're not public utilities. All these nuclear reactors, 2016, what's going to happen? Diablo Canyon and Indian Point are done. They're done. The Wall Street bankers, that's who owns them. Bill Gates, he owns them. Bill Gates, I mean, these same rats own them. For the governor's office to go after is a big deal. As New York goes, the country goes. As California goes, the country goes. Moonbeamer Brown has betrayed us. I protested at Diablo Canyon with Moonbeamer Brown in the day. Now look at him. He signed a veto on the bill through the California legislature to put the pressure on Diablo. Yes, Moonbeamer, they've got to him. But the governor in New York has gone, he's formed the commission. These are the same Wall Street freaking Goldman Sachs rats that own the RNC, they own the DNC. So the Supreme Court Justice nominee, everybody knows who it should be in DC, he's Hindu. He's Hindu. He put his hand on the book. I'm telling you. So hear me out, this is important. So we finally got an Attorney General who, her word says that Holdren, Eric, not to be confused with John Holdren, the globalist rat, Barack Obama's the greatest, evilest, globalist betrayal rat that ever lived. You look inside the budget, the new budget, his final crowning jewel, Fukushima was his crowning jewel. As Fukushima's going on, look in the budget, he's got $47 billion without the defense contract handout to the nuclears. Now, we know the people that put him in office, Exelon in Illinois, came out and made statements, and I did videos on it several years ago and say, we're getting out of the nuclear business unprofitable. And I said that then, that's all that is them holding their hands out, speaking code to Obama, give us more money or fuck, we'll turn on you. So he gave them more money. So the whole thing Oh, speaking of Hindu, there's the guy that's supposed to was hold the camera and he hid out from me. So anyway, so this Supreme Court justice put his hand on the book. Now, we all know J. Oppenheimer. What was his line? Now I become disturber. Where does that find? Look, as in India, the fight that's going on in the nuclear cartel. So I was in Copenhagen, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We know what happened to the Hare Krishna movie here. The Beatles, Sir Paul is a globalist rat. Not my words, Michael Jackson's words. So these globalist fucking rats, so the canyons, and I don't mean Christie Canyon, you Freudian dogs, need to be led around by your Freudian fucking rope. So Pavlov's fucking dog, no, Freud's fucking dog, all roads lead to Vienna. They're having to hide in Vienna. They've killed 84 anti-nuclear professors and activists and scientists in India already. The war's going on, so the Prime Minister, the new head of India, I think it's a PM they call them, and the only place it's truly a real democracy, he claims he's Hare Krishna, vegan, you know, out of the book. And then Obama sneaks over there and cuts the backroom deal. Because just like Obama told you he was black, which he's not, he's a whitey, freaking raised by Stanley, his CIA mother, and by the way, his mother died cancer so young, he doesn't care, like Mike Lee's father died here. They don't care. Mike Lee's house in foreclosure got $600,000 in the bill. Up is down, black is white, political theater, they've hijacked it. What? Hillary got all the delegates in New Hampshire when Bernie won? What? Super delegates on BALCO. There is no political solution. We know that. These are crimes. So Lynch, that Brooklyn girl, there's a new sheriff town, she issues a memo through, says, you're not like Uncle Tom, that pussy rat that ran the Justice Department, we're going after people. So she goes after the ex-race car driver, the $2 billion industry, she finally goes after him, illegally. So she sends a memo, you're not here to be serfs, you're here to indict people. Well, it comes into Utah, we have buy here, pay here, we have both the attorney generals, are both been arrested by the FBI, and charged with 11 and 13 felony counts, the media research. I mean, that should be the biggest story ever here, right? So she says, the FBI says, we handed it to the Justice Department on a silver platter, they'll do nothing because the Uncle Tom Obama holder Justice Department won't do anything. So here's the dichotomy you have with Barry Antoinette, Joe Nuclear's Fukushima happened, he's propped up 100% by the nuclear, he's the most nuclear rat that ever lived. Not my words, Hillary's words, and the thing, as she's now, Hillary Westinghouse Clinton, and the Republicans. Now remember, TPP is all surrounded in nuclear waste. Now remember, all these candidates run, now we know the Republicans all voted for it. 47 of the Senate Republicans voted for the TPP, but they can't ever get it through. Because of Wyden and all these Democrats, they'll never vote for it, right? They ran saying they would never vote for it. They ran, what? They got 13 of them signed the betrayal 13. Feinstein, Wyden signed it. He went to Fukushima. He knows. In the club, Mike Lee, in the club, they're phony rats up is down. So hear me out. If I told you I wouldn't have to raise taxes, I would lower taxes. I didn't have to cut social services. I could actually put more money toward the safety net. I could do it simultaneously and pay off the debt within 6 months. Would you vote for me? You say that's impossible. Oh, really? Before the Bill of Rights, oh, the First Amendment would come before the Second Amendment, the Second Amendment would come before no. The Bill of Rights, all 10 came at once. What became before the Bill of Rights? The Tariff Act of 1791. The tariff at the port, you know, these globalist rats shiver their timbers, but, so let me finish on this with the appointment. And it doesn't matter, Trump, Hillary, they're both the same globalist rats. Do not kid yourself. You know, they're same old. They're just good liars, that's all. I'm against TPP, Hillary says, as she's still in when she wrote TPP. You know, so it's all shrouded. So, hear me out. So everybody knows this guy should be the appointment. He'll fly right through the Senate because he worked for Sandra Day O'Connor as a clerk. The Republicans like him. He worked for Bush. He's liked on both sides. Why would possibly Barry Antoinette not appoint him? Twofold. He's anti-nuclear. He put his hand. For now, I become destroyer of world. He's a commie. J. Oppenheimer was a peace activist and an environmentalist. So was Einstein. So they push him to the side, and they get Edward Teller, who I pissed on his grave in the Bay Area. He's right next to Stanford there, by the way. As they try to keep this evil rat's secret, the nuclear cartel. And you have a new sheriff in town who's indicting these white-collar criminals. Obama hates that. Oh, he hates that. He says, God, how did I ever pointer? I liked Eric, Uncle Tom, my cousin, as him, and he goes and smokes his 6-pack of cigarettes that he learned to smoke when he was a boy in Indonesia, as children smoke, because slavery in the freaking royal families down there, slavery is not only encouraged there, it's legal. Go peel your shrimp. Obama's a globalist rat. The greatest globalist rat, the greatest betrayer in human history, and you have to be black to Uncle Tom, because like I said, Uncle Tom was a man who was actually trying to save himself and protect his people. This guy's not his way. I mean, Whitey from Kansas, and he's a globalist rat, and so this is a big deal. And to you, Ackerman, I tried to send your package of things, and I don't know what happened. They sent it back. So send me a prepaid package if you want it back. Fukushima, your things. You send it to me with a prepaid package. I'll put it in and get it back to you. But I want my post-ignorance popism is dead that I painted on the royal box in front of there too. You know, that's mine. So, you know, we can play both sides of this fucking fence all you want. I don't care. You know, and you fuckers that think you could dig into me and you don't know fucking shit about me. You know, I'm an activist fucking full of cancer fucking was fighting for my fucking life. Love will rise us up above where the dead eagles cry in this polluted fucking nuclearism sky. So this is a big deal. Fukushima! Remember, Hare Krishna, the PM, the fight that's going on in India, he's a phony rat. He's not Hare Krishna, just like the pedophiles infiltrated. They're called the Mountain Kids now. I know them when I walked along the whole one. I know them all. They live in Big Sur. And they'll tell you. What happened to the Hare Krishna movement here? It was all fake and fraud, fucking Sir Paul McCartney. Phony, fake fucking liars, fucking Ringo on fucking thing. The pedophiles in the canyon. The CIA infiltrated, fucking rights they infiltrated. He was not a contemporary, he turned into fucking drugs and hippie and fucking pedophilia. This fucking guy in India is a phony fucking liar, just like Obama's a phony fucking liar. We'll see. If Obama fucking shit, this guy will fly right through. He put his hand on, it's a big deal for us as anti-nuclears. India Point 2016 goes down. You globalist rats, and Diablo Canyon goes down. You're all going down. You can throw all the money you want in the budget, you lying rat, Obama. You nuclear fucking rat, you liar. We're on to you. We saw what you did and we know who you are. You let Fukushima go on and fucking kill the fucking Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean's going to fight back. We are on to you. Robin Hood. Yeah, Robin Hood. You know, at the grassroots level. Stay tuned.